Welcome once again to Living in the 21st Century. Joining me today is Vasil Shevchenko, former Transportation Minister of Ukraine. Vasil, you know, it's always a pleasure to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
Sure. I want to just comment a little bit on the latest I've seen pertaining to Russia attacking the Zaporizhzhia nuclear plant and making it appears that it is Ukraine who did it. What you think Putin is thinking at this time? Is that a signal to say that he's prepping to have a nuclear war?
But they are attacking Ukraine's heating station, but it isn't nuclear power station. They, according to the company whose own power station, which are consuming coal. And this station were destroyed about 80% of their power, but it isn't a big volume in Ukraine's system, because after 22 years, Ukraine's power stations were allocated and were strengthened, and part of energy we have from nuclear station, and the station are under air defense and are protected better. But you know that lately Russians decided to attack Ukraine again, and against Ukraine has used so-called new type of missiles named Zircon, which has 5 Mach speed. It's over 6,000 kilometers in hours, and it's quite dangerous. But thanks air alert system, these 2 missiles were intercepted, and it managed only at school. Because part of these missiles fell and exploded close these buildings, and were wounded 3 persons. And at the same time, I can say that our system really under threats from Russia's attack, and because of it, Ukraine's officials have asked many times concerning providing us or selling us new long-range systems, air defense system, which would allow us to intercept hypersonic missiles, which has speed over 6,000 kilometers an hour. But we haven't received answer, and it was done by Foreign Relations Minister of Ukraine, who addressed to Germany's Chancellor just to hold negotiation among European members, NATO bloc. But we haven't received answer about it. And you know that Ukraine's forces are effectively using Patriot system, NASAMS system, and it's a long-range system and short-range systems from Germany's producer. But it isn't enough to defend against really powerful enemy who's building missiles hundreds. And you know that Ukraine's forces decided to act, and we have had many explosions at the plants which are allocated about 130 300 kilometers from Ukraine inside of Russia. There were explosions at the producing drones plant. There were exploded different facilities, and at the same time, Ukraine is gaining producing drones because drones is our enemy. We are able to build and we are able to operate it. I have commented that thanks drones in Black Sea, Ukraine forces managed eliminated big part of Russia's Black Sea fleet, and now Ukraine's transport route were deblocked from international trading, and now it works effectively because just after that, I wanted to say that from European Union, unexpectedly for Ukraine, most of transport routes were blocked. We know that it was done pro-Russian representatives, political parties and movements, pro-Russians, and thanks them, they blocked transporting exports from Ukraine and transit from these countries and transporting goods and military ammunition to Ukraine, and it was awful. And now the situation is slowly changing.
Yeah, I want to ask you a question, Vasil. Today is effectively 772 days, 72 days actually, that this war had been going on. And apparently Putin is focusing a lot of attention on Kyiv. And apparently the Ukraine is doing pretty well. They are not buckling under the pressure. They are defending Kyiv pretty well. Why do you think at this juncture he is facing or focusing so much attention on getting Kyiv?
In my opinion, he decided to attack Kiev again just after undetected drones at the Russia territory, because at the Russia territory were destroyed, according to the different estimations, from 10 to 15% Russia's refineries. And when we speak about refineries in the European part, it takes more than 20%. And it means that Russia's ammunition and Russia's military will not be able to move, and they will not have enough fuel to attack. And these drones destroyed main part of producing in different plants, and there were exploded main part of this plants. It's generating recycling equipment, and this equipment they can buy only from European or United States producers, and installing this equipment can take from half year to 2 years to produce and provide to Russia, and to reinstall it. It will take months or years. And after that, I think that it was unprepared attack just to demonstrate that they have so-called new type of weapon. They decided to launch their secret missiles named Zircon, just to demonstrate that they are powerful and to destroy city. But These missiles are not producing. It's an experimental weapon, and it appeared that their so-called new generation weapon was easily intercepted from air alert systems, different producers. And it means that their attempt to eliminate capital of Ukraine are not working and are not effective. But their anger, they will, after that, they decided to bomb a bordering city because they are bombing lately, they are bombing bordering city Kharkiv, and they are using against them so-called guiding bombs from half ton to 1.5 ton, and it isn't precision weapon, and they are launching it from the distance, from different distance. There are different opinion from 30 to 70 kilometers. It depends on equipment are installed at this bomb, and this type of bomb for 1.5 tons are flying this distance and hitting residential houses, and they are trying to destroy Kharkiv to demonstrate that they are powerful and to demonstrate that they are able, for example, to fully destroy cities. And to destroy settlements which are bordering with a battle line. But last time they tried to use it in Avdiivka, and they managed to launch 100 from 70 to 100 bombs to make Ukraine forces to withdraw troops from the city. But the city was fully destroyed, and Ukraine's forces decided to relocate military base, and them immediately stop Russia's movement, and were shot down 13 Russia's fighter jets. And now they are trying to launch this guiding bomb from Russia's territory, because the city is located close to Russia's Ukraine's border, and they are launching from Russia's territory. Okay. And because they know that they are not able to use Western weapon against their aircraft at the Russia's territory, and because of it. Just yesterday, we saw that Ukraine's military forces, together with Secret Service, confirmed that they managed to eliminate dozen Russia's aircrafts which were allocated at their military base, which were allocated from the short distance from Ukraine and at the long distance allocated from Ukraine.
Okay, I don't want to take you off the subject for 1 second, though. Recently, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, who originally started his war with the Gaza, or the Palestinian government, obviously had a suitable and practical way for doing it. It was acknowledged that they were faced with Hamas, which is a terrorist group organization that was continually penetrating Israel and causing murders and unlawful acts. In the process of doing that, a war was engaged between the Gaza and Israel. And the reality today is not how it originally appeared. The same very things that Putin is doing to Ukraine, we have Israel, Netanyahu, doing exactly now to the Gaza. It's starting to look like a genocide. It's starting to look terrible because over 33,000 people had died in this war. Innocent people, I must add. Hospitals are attacked and civilians are attacked. and we have the United States government facilitating this war. Do you think that this, which it shouldn't be now, I think it's about time that Netanyahu say enough is enough. Let's find an alternative way in dealing with this. Do you think that Israel war with Palestinian government had completely cut the focus of the Ukraine and Russia war? Do you think that the European nations had lose somewhat focus? Because recently I've heard European leaders said, let's continuously support Ukraine in this war and let's step it up. Let's bring our best that we can do for the Ukraine. What would you want to say to the United States government at this juncture? We cannot afford to lose focus on the war between Ukraine and Russia because it's quite essential that the support from U.S. maintain as it was originally planned. What is your opinion about that?
To be honest, I'd say that situation has changed just after election, so-called election campaign in the Russia Federation. And you know that before was reappointed China's leader. And they are ready to act further. And they are in tough cooperation with Iran and with Iran's paramilitary, and they are understand that they are extremely effective in media sphere, because you know that Russia spending billions for spreading lie around the world. They are using different platforms. First of all, it's satellites and it's internet, it's social media, and they are spreading their lie concerning Ukraine. And because of it, very often we can hear different opinions from Western media, and we know that we don't have enough money to intercept it, because this information is spreading through satellites, which is rented from Western companies. And this information are covering developed countries, and it has their targets. First of all, they have been effective in preventing support to Ukraine from our European partners, just acting through pro-Russian movement and political party and protest. They managed to achieve their results. And now I think that they are working in United States, and they are working in European Union, because they know that this year most important for globe, because this year 4 billion people from the globe will have election campaign, and this election campaign will take place in European Union for European Parliament, and in United States for presidency and for Parliament of United States, and they know it, and they are launched their election, their spreading misleading information, especially prepared from their military, because in the Russia Federation there are no news. They are spreading information they are interested in, and for it they are spending a lot of money. And because of it, we can see that they have achieved result in European Union, because Previous year, we were promised from our partners to have 1 million rounds, but we have received only 30 or 35% of it. Now we have been promised again to supply at the expense of European partners, but we haven't received it yet, and we have to use at the bottom line weapon is produced in Ukraine or which is in our disposal from the past we received from partners. And if we speak about Israel and their action against paramilitary, I don't think that they will not use it against Ukraine, because this good news, and there are a lot of society around the world, and they are really active, and they just will encourage to demonstrate it just to cover information from Ukraine. But if we speak about people who were killed or wounded in this conflict, we cannot compare it with casualties we have had, because we lately trying to avoid commenting the number of victims, but we have many victims, but we continue fighting. We know that it's fighting for our future first of all, and we demonstrated our partners that we are good partners, and that Ukraine's army is powerful and is able to stop Russia Federation and to eliminate them, because I have said that we are speaking about two couple fighter jets we have been expecting from our European partners F-16 second year. But we haven't received it yet. But at the same time, Ukraine's forces have eliminated 350 Russia's fighter jets, and it's dozen thousand military vehicles and about 10,000 Russia's military vehicles. And now Russia Federation are not able to renew it, and because of it, they decided to switch on to weaken us through our partners, and because of it, it's really a danger for us.
Quick question for you. I know that Iran and China, North Korea are aiding in Ukraine, not Ukraine, in Putin's military situation. But what about his manpower? I mean, the reality is that he doesn't have that much men who want to go and fly planes and go in the military, even though he drafts them. People are fleeing from Russia. Where is he getting all these people still to recruit to fight in the war? Or he resorted to younger kids to fight his war, untrained kids?
They are, first of all, we know that they are involved in war against Ukraine. People who were forcibly drafted from occupied territory of Ukraine, and sending them to storm Ukraine troops very often without weapons, just to kill them this way. And we know that they are involving young people, students, for producing drones in Russia Federation just to kill civilians in Ukraine. And main idea that they don't care for human rights and international law, because for them international law doesn't exist. We know that they are holding under control Security Council, United Nations. Together with Chinese partners, they are blocking most of resolution concerning war in Ukraine and concerning stop this war, or concerning maybe using United Nations troops. It was blocked in 2022 and it haven't started working again. And I think that this type of international law, better to say, will disappear soon, because it doesn't provide security for peoples who are members United Nations. Just imagine that Ukraine, it was a country which had third biggest military nuclear arsenal of weapons. But we were forced to transmit it to Russia Federation in exchange of promises for Ukraine's guarantee. And just imagine, we are only country who agreed to transmit it. And Ukraine, which was part of empire, was main hub for producing this type of weapon. And it's appeared that we are not able to receive it, and we are not able to receive our promises, because we know that world is changing, and we can see that, for example, China decided to renew cooperation with the European Union. They, I think, created conflict in Red Sea just to prevent transport routes. And they decided to test working through Russia Federation, transporting containers from China through Russia Federation to Poland, for example, promises. For example, Poles that they will try to develop this trade, and transporting the many goods from Russia Federation. First of all, grain and fertilizers.
Okay. Well, Vasil, we come to the last 30 seconds of the show. We will keep in touch. Always keep everyone up to date as to what's going on between Ukraine and Russia. And I'm praying for the best outcome, that this war will over soon and Ukraine can get back to their normal way of living. And for all those who have been tuning in, living in the 21st century, I want to say to you, have a nice day.